Welcome to Back to the Heart, a podcast for self-discovery, healing, and embracing true freedom. My name is Amanda, and I am your host, and I invite you to join me as we embark on a transformative journey back to your heart, where we get to choose love over fear. So, in today's episode, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what you call yourself. Not who you are, because it's not who you are, it's what you call yourself. My name that was given to me, not by choice, the name that was chosen for me is Amanda. So throughout my entire life, people have called me by the name Amanda. Maybe some other things, maybe less desirable things that I don't know about, maybe some things I do know about. I never really had any nicknames. But I never really liked my chosen name, Amanda, or as my husband's beautiful accent and the Spanish pronunciation of pronouncing the letters all exactly the same, not our weird English language where we pronounce letters at whatever random will we desire. It's pronounced Amanda, which I actually like a lot more than Amanda. But maybe it's just because I've heard that name so much in my life. What I realized is not only is this just the name that is known as me in this human 3D form, this realm that I'm living in the matrix today, the given name that I am identified by is Amanda. And throughout the years, I've been identified as various other names. I've been married a couple of times and I've had different last names before. It's just a name. It's just a word. Just like saying the word fuck. It's just a word. Fuck could mean an adjective. It can be a verb. It can be a noun. It can be many words. Just as the name Amanda could be the name that's given to millions of other Amandas out there. Amanda, Mandy. Ugh. Never been a fan of that one. But it's more important than just the word itself. It's that in this current form that I'm in, that me, am in this body, in this shell, in this meat suit, I have been given the name Amanda. So whenever I hear the name Amanda, that is referring to my current existence in this form, in this human form. So I started to think, how do I speak these words into my life? So the other thing I realized was that the times that I did use my chosen name, Amanda, it was whenever I was frustrated, upset, anything negative related. What the fuck, Amanda? What are you thinking, Amanda? Why did you do that, Amanda? That was so stupid, Amanda. All of the things. I can't believe you did that, Amanda. You should have done this, Amanda. Everything that I would identify as frustration or negative was continuously beating up on Amanda. So whenever I had this reflection, I realized I had never spent any time praising Amanda, thanking Amanda, loving Amanda. I realize how much love I give to those around me, whether it's my beautiful husband, whether it's my babies. I'm constantly saying, I love you. I love you. I love you. Anybody, all the time, I'm saying I love you, but never Amanda. So now I'm making this change, seeing this reflection of all the negative that had been given to Amanda. Now, over the last few days, my new challenge to myself is anytime I say, I love you, honey, that's my sweet doggy. I love you, honey. I say, I love you, Amanda. I say, te amo mucho, Esposito. Te amo mucho, Amanda. I love bacon. I love Amanda. I love the beautiful colors of the fall leaves outside. I love you, Amanda. Now I am actively practicing saying positive things to Amanda. Though Amanda is not me, I am me. Amanda is the chosen name for this vessel that I am in. She is still the one that is physically responsible for taking care of me today. And that's what I'm calling her. I can call her many things, but as of now, I'll call her Amanda. I'll call her Amanda, Mana, my love, myself, back to my own heart, back to Amanda. Taking care of Amanda first. I love you, Amanda.
What was the name that was given to you? How do you talk to you? How do you talk every single day to that name that was chosen for you? Maybe today is the day that you start speaking to the shell that you're in with praise, with love, with grace. Say it out loud. I originally recorded everything up until now about 2 months ago. And as I was editing for this podcast release, I listened to this in tears because I had forgotten that I had recorded this episode and how important I think it is that everybody speaks to themselves with love. Everyone speaks to themselves with compassion. Everyone speaks to themselves with encouragement. Because the truth is, no one's coming to save you. You have to choose you. You have to save you. And regardless of what your name is, it's who you are. It's the word that people say, your mom says your full name out, and you're like, oh, that must mean I'm in trouble. It's always a negative connotation. Are you speaking to yourself with positivity, with love? Because if you're not speaking to yourself with love, it doesn't matter what anyone else is saying to you on the outside. What you say to you is what matters the most. It's amazing, in the last 2 months since I originally recorded the first part of this episode, since I did start speaking love and encouragement to Amanda, how much I feel like my life has seriously shifted into a whole different quantum realm. Starting this podcast, I've wanted to do this for 3 years. I started a class with Kathy Heller about abundance, and it was amazing. Began my healing journey. And here I am 3 years later, started another class that she offered. Your Turn to Podcast started last September. It's been fantastic to finally get the courage to get back to my heart, to find my true purpose. To find my purpose, share my voice, face my fears, put myself out there, to be vulnerable, to be seen. This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life and the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. I never really felt like I had any passions or purpose. It's interesting to think that I started speaking love into Amanda 2 months ago. How much transition that has helped in my journey has seriously projected me to a completely different level. So I wish this to you. And again, if you recall last, let me rephrase that. Reference to my previous podcast episode about words. No longer wishing. Don't say that shit because that means it's not going to happen. I am declaring my love for all of you today to take these words of advice that have impacted my life so much and speak words of love into yourself today, to choose love over fear. Get back to our hearts, to love ourselves as number one.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Back to the Heart. If you are ready to awaken to a life filled with joy and purpose, subscribe now to Back to the Heart on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. And remember, we are all one. So let's do this together and rediscover the essence of what inspires us all. Back to the Heart.